Welcome back to day 2 of solving expert killer Sudoku puzzles.
Let's get started. As usual, let me first try and fill in the numbers which are obvious. I don't see any singles, so this looks like it's going to be a bit more difficult than the previous. Okay, let's see. We can start off with our notes. Uh, this 3 is made of 1, 2. Uh, okay, let's add this also 6, 7, 8, 9. And here's 9 and 7. Didn't see that. This is also 6, 7, 8, 9. I can mark this as 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's 1, 4 or 2, 3. That's the sum. Let's see, what else can I mark straight from it? Okay, let's begin with the more complicated part, right? So 8 and 6 is 14, 28, uh, 42. So this has to be 3, meaning this is a 9. And if this is a 9, okay, let's keep that. We can solve for this box by 13 plus 14, which is 27, 37, 38. That means that's a 7. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have any more? Yes. So 19 plus 11 is 30. Oh, there is a single one over here, or which pours out. Okay, we know that this 19, 11, and 15 end up being 45. That means whatever number is here is the same number that is here, because the sum at the end has to be 45. So if this was like 6, then this also will have to be 6, right? And now we can again get a relationship between this and this. uh, but do we need that? Let's see if there is any other way to solve things. Oh, right. We got this number 7 over here, which means that this is 9 and this is a 7. Pretty straightforward. Okay, this is a long shot. I mean, it's not a long. We can get this number or this number for that matter, because if you see these two boxes together, they share all the cells that are remaining, except this one obviously, but we have the number that we need. So if we add these two boxes, we should get the number uh, 45 for one box, 45 for another box, which is 90. So whatever number is below 90, that will be remaining, or if we include this, then whatever number is above 90 is the value that goes over there, which means 18 plus 9, 27, 37, 44, 54, 62, 72 plus 4 is 76, 76 plus 5 is 81, which means that this is 9 and 5. And let's see, do we have something else similar to this which will allow us to calculate uh, value? This seems interestingly complicated. Uh, okay. This 13 that we have over here, we know that either it's a 9 and 4, or 8 and 5, or 7 and 6, right? But 9 and 4, 9 cannot go in this because of this 9, so that means we 4 also cannot go, and similarly, since 5 is here, 8 and 5 combination doesn't work, so that's leaving us 6 and 7, and there's a 7 down here, so we can mark this as 6 and this as 7. uh, 5 is 18. Okay, let's okay, so number 3 was removed from here, so the number 2 will be removed from here, so it's 1 4 or the 2 3, most likely leaning towards the 1 4 combination, but we cannot say for sure. And what are the other numbers that are remaining, right? So you have 1 2 3 4 and 8. Okay, let's just mark it, but this really doesn't help. Okay, this 14 can be either made of 9 5, but there's already a 9 in the box, so it can't be 9, so it has to be uh, 8 and 6, because 7 and 7 don't work, obviously. And if we have that, we know this 8 is 1 7, 2 6 is not possible, 3 5 is possible, so we don't have a number yet for that, right? Also, same way over here, we can mark these two also as an 8 and a 6, which means that this is a 9 and a 5, right? And this, because there's a 9 already there, this is a 9. That's a 5 and that's a 9. These numbers are 1 2 4, right? Because that is the only combination that creates a 7 out of 3 numbers, which means that this 10 cannot have the numbers 1 2 or 4. And if it can't have 1 2 or 4, it can't have 6 8 and 9. So the remaining numbers are 3 and 7. Right? And now if this is 3 and 7, 7 cannot go here, so which means 8 cannot go here. Also, we removed 9 from here, so 6 should be here, and that looks about right. And now if we know the positions of 1 2 3 4 7 and 9, we have 5 6 and 8 which is remaining. Let me just mark that as 5 6 and 8, right? And if it's 6 and 8 over here, this has to be a 2 or a 4. Both are possible numbers, so we can just keep it as is. This 6 is 1 5 or 2 4, but there's already a 5, so 1 5 doesn't work, so that's 2 4, and the remaining numbers are 1 7. Okay, so we got the numbers in this box. This one not exactly. uh, let's see what we can 2 over that. It's 6, 2, 4. Okay, so we have 2, 4 and 2, 4 over here. That means in the entire column 2, 4 will not be there. So if I remove 2 and 4, we are remaining left with 1. And then this has to be a 4, right? And so this has to be a 2, 3 and 8, which is what it is reflecting. But that means 2, 3 and 8 doesn't work anywhere over here. So I thought I had notes on. Okay, 8 is removed, and because of 8, 7 is removed, which means 6 and 9 are remaining. Now over here seems like we have a 2 and we have an 8, which leads us to 6 and an 8. And we have this one singular in this column that is missing. In 6, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need a 7, 8, 9, right? And that's 1, 7, or 2, 6, 3, 5. This is the numbers 3 and 5, and I see a lot of solves over here. Okay, that's not a lot, but it's helpful. Okay, now we have done quite a bit. Let's move on to the next part. Putting back notes on. It can't be 1, 7 because there's 7, and it can't be 3, 5, so it has to be 2, 6. 3, 5 because 5 is already here. Right? And now that we have 2, 6, this cannot be 9, 3. It can be an 8, 4. It can't be a 7, 5. And the next number is 6, 6. So 8, 4 is what we have over here. And since we have 4 in these two, 4 cannot come here, so this has to be a 2 and 4. Putting notes back on, we have the number 1 that can be put over here, 2, 3, which can go here and here, and number 5, which is missing. Okay. So this has to be a 1, and that's 3 and a 5. Works well with us. Okay. So this 13 that we have over here, this vertical 13, what are the numbers missing, right? There's a 2, 6 and 5. Those are the only numbers that are confirmed. This 7, 9, 8, 6 and 4, 8 don't have a place. So if we had our notes on, we need a place for 1, which has to be here, because 1 cannot go in either of these two, and in the rest of the column we have no notes for 1, so that means it can't go anywhere else, which means we have a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, but we have 5 already, 6 we already have, 7, 8 and 9, right? 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 doesn't go. 5 is already there. 7, 8 and 9. Okay. 3, 4, 8, 9. 3, 4, 8, 9. That's what goes over here, but 9 doesn't go here, so I can remove 9 from here. And if I remove 9 from here, okay. So now let's look at this combination, right? This sum is 13. We already have a 1, so this sum is 12, which is a 9 and 3, which works, 8 and 4, which works. But this 3 cannot match with anything, and this 4 cannot match with anything, right? We have 4, 9, and 3, 8. I see in this entire column the only place for 3 is here, so it has to be a 3, which gives us the 9 over here we need, gives us the 7 that we need over here, and you have a 4, 8, 8, 6, so, but 6 is already here, so this has to be an 8, which leaves us with 4, 8, 4, 8, 5, 3, and that looks right. Now in this row from here to here, we know the 1, 2, 3 exists. 4 is the number which is missing, and we hear what numbers we are missing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 5, 7, 1, 5, 7. Right? So we have that put in place. Now 11 out of 4, didn't notice this here, but it is 1, 2, 3, and 5, right? But 3 doesn't go anywhere over here, so 3 has to go here, which means this is 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5. Okay, so this is 5, 2, 1. See, we have a 5 over here, 1, 7. That works. And now the numbers that are missing is a 9, 6, and 4. 4 doesn't go here, so 4 has to go here, which means that's okay. Let me quickly finish that. This is a 9 and 6, right? Next, what do we have? We have 5 over here, so this 14 can't be 9, 5, so this has to be 8, 6. But 8 is already there, so this has to be 6, which means 6 will go here, 8, 2, 6. I think that's about it. Now let's go to this row where we know 3 and 5 are missing, and along with that 9, right? And 3 plus 5 is okay. So there are combinations for this. Again, over here we know that 3, 5 are missing. Along with that, 7, 6, 1, 1, 3, 5 is what is missing here, right? And if that is the case, the combinations that add up to 13. So if it's 9, it is 1, 3, which works. If it is a 5, then we are left with 8, which cannot be created without another 5. So we can remove 5 from all of these, and if it is 1, we have 12, which is 9 and 3 can be created, and if it is 3, it's 10, which can be created with 9 and 1. Okay, that looks about right. 3, 9, 3, 9, so this can be made into 5, 3. So you got a number 1 here and 5 here, right? And what is remaining is a 2, and that's a 4, right? See, we have a 7 here and a 1 here, possibly helpful. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, The number 4 is missing, so 4, and then you have 5, and then 6 is missing. 7, 8, 9. Okay. This is 1, 6 doesn't work. 2, 5 is the only numbers that work because of that, and so this has to be a 2, this has to be a 5, and 3, 4 we have here, so that's why it didn't work. So this has to be a 6, this has to be a 5, this has to be a 9, this has to be a 6. I see a 3 here. 2, 8, 6, 9, 4, 6, 4, 2, 3, 9. Okay. Now this 16 is, we already have a 4, so we have 12, which is 9, 3. 8, 4 can't have, 7, 5 is not possible, but 7 is missing, so I know that this is 7. And back to notes, 3, 9. But 3 is already there, so we can make this 9, 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 2, and 8. So this time we did a bit better. We did it in 21 minutes and 21 seconds. So let's see if we can soon get to the sub 20 mark. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.